city builders, welcome to Cities by Jake. I am your resident architect, and today we are diving back into our thriving metropolis of Magnolia right here in City Skylines 2. Be sure to like this video, and if you haven't done so already, make sure you subscribe to the channel and ring that bell notification to be the first to know when a new episode comes out. Lastly, your comments spark their creativity right here in Magnolia, so drop a comment below on your thoughts, suggestions, or your dream project in the build. Who knows, it might get incorporated. But before we get started, let's go over today's plan. Today we're going to be filling in that last patch in between our new industrial port area and our Riverside downtown. We're going to be filling in residential along with more office parking, and then we're going to add some more city service transportations like bus depots and tram networks. So with that, let's get into it. All right, we are officially in fall. September of 2026. So last episode we created this, old industrial port that is, the story is that it was where, the people of Magnolia settled here, and this is where they had the old shipping port where they shipped in the goods, and all of the old industrial zone that is still industrial is started right here. So I want to continue that. I basically want to make it so that as if they branched outwards that way. We'll need to kind of do a lot of row homes through here if that's going to be our residential. We'll do a lot of low density, low rent housing through here as well. We'll get in some high density. We'll start to mingle in some high density offices, commercial, but then also over here, and over here is where we'll start getting in our tram depot and bus depot, just to add another one to help service this side of Magnolia. So let's get into that right now. I know this side is very hilly, and this side is relatively flat. At the contours. This is pretty flat right here, along with right here. It might be cool to have a lot of row homes. I think we should probably follow the terrain a little bit through here to have those row homes, just to kind of like mix up the structure. A lot of like grid-like homes here, but so if we had it kind of like mixed up, I think that would be pretty unique. And we'll do probably start, we'll get a grid going right here and probably even in here. But like if we mix it up right here, it might look a little, unique. We're going to continue using our alleyways. And then what I want to do is I want to start right here. I think if we start right here and kind of go around and through here, then have that main road. And then we might have to do some straight lines just to max out our zoning as much as possible. I don't really want a lot of open space is what we saw in here, but we will get that going right now. so I got this basic grid going for up here. I think up here we'll do a lot of residential communities, and then we'll start mixing in some row homes with some office and commercial space. I think I honestly want to put our either tram or bus depot right here. I don't know how big. I think the tram is a little bit bigger and won't fit. Yeah, so tram will probably have to go around here. We'll probably tuck it into here somewhere. But let's also check bus depot. See, the bus depot can fit in here. And then I was thinking about having the bus station. See if we can't fit it in here. Bummer. Maybe since, let's go ahead and actually change that. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it like that. I kind of like having this open space of just being a bus station. Then maybe we'll throw in the taxi. No, maybe not. Okay, so that is that. Let's move over to this, and this is gonna be more of a grid, kind of similar to this area, since this is all pretty flat. But we'll have to keep in mind the tram depot. And what I'm gonna do is have this road right here, and I'm gonna bring that up. Up and there. And then the rest will ways. I don't know if I'm going to continue it with this grid. I was just kind of experimenting back here the last episode with how this fits, and I don't know if I really like it. Let's, instead of guessing, let's do this. Add. Add the tram depot here, and then that's where our grid will end up. Okay, so that grid area is also good. So next we are going to plan out our zoning. So next we're going to plan out our city services. So the one thing that we'll need to add is our bus station. I want to add it right there, because that's I can fit. And then we'll just drag that road right there. It attaches. Do something like that. We'll probably fill in some commercial and stuff like that to kind of make this like a little hub area down here. And the next thing we'll need to look at is our police. I want to like, well, this is fire, so we have a fire station right there. Should be good. Police should be good. Welfare. We'll need a welfare office down here. And this is fairly large asset. That doesn't. I'm wondering if I put it right there. Wondering if I can put it in here. Put it right here. Grab our road, stretch it. Like that, and we'll bring road back. We have our welfare office right there, and I believe we have a lot of medical in this area. What about death? Do that. Crematorium. One right there. Okay. I just want to make sure that that's actually can fit there with the upgrades, and it can. Because this is like this, I'm actually looking at this now. Let's add a road there, because this doesn't have any upgrades. We can put a row of office or housing row homes through here. Let's get a post office in here. And then what we should also do is grab post office sorting facility. I want that, and then we're probably gonna break up this grid a little bit, just because I also want to add. So this is a large building that doesn't fit here scale wise. It'll probably have to go somewhere over here. Okay. But what I want to add is I want to add a server farm. And it can probably go tuck it right there. Let's remove this. that right there. And I just love how this looks, especially with this type of building, this close to a city. You would want the facade to be kind of dressed up and not a typical server farm look. So this honestly is what the city would kind of go for, this kind of facade, a dressed up facade on here and over here to kind of blend in with the surrounding, so you don't know that it's actually a server farm or data center is what you'd call it. We'll do that, and then obviously this would have its own like security and stuff like that, but we'll have some offices in here and in here to kind of fit it in. So that's the city services that I want to include in here. Oh, actually, no, one more. Another bus depot I want to add right there. Okay, so we have our city services in here, and then I want to start zoning in. Cool, so we got this signature office building. So so I got to zoning a lot. So we just unlocked another office building, Coder Park, a modern office building where coffee gets converted into gaming, design, art, and code. I honestly think that this would fit here, but what I want to do, so 1% office efficiency citywide, 5% interest in university education, 5% well-being within 1,000 yards, and 1% university graduation chance citywide. I think if we put that there and put this here and then start filling in our density or residential through here, also cover over here, I just think it will go really well with the server farm. I want to put this, let's face it, right there, but along, oh, I wish it was not. I wish you could change the color to blue like the picture showed. Oh well. So, back to zoning. Okay, so it looks like everything is zoned in. I'll probably have to do I would probably have to fill in a little bit more zoning, but I just wanted to see what it looked like with how I zone it out right now. What I'm gonna do next is go in and continue our path work. And obviously fix this one, but the paths that I have now were so that I could force the zoning onto a certain street, so I didn't really like clean it up. I'm gonna go do that now, and then I think what I'm gonna do is do something here. I don't really like having buildings off of this, but I think I might end up having some of this stretch through here. And then same thing goes for here. Have some offices stretch here, but I just want to kind of fill it in a little bit more. So I'm gonna go do that real quick.
Start it up.
Okay, so I went ahead and detailed. I fixed up some roads a little bit to help with the parking situation. You know, all these parking. I have a lot of parking lots in here to begin with, so I want the cars to be filled up there. And honestly, I like how this turned out. It's really dense, and I feel like this is kind of what you would see in this like outskirts of a city center. You know, it would start to be flat and roll, and then it get into that blend into some high density stuff. So yeah, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna call this old. The old Port Magnolia. Or no. Sorry. Magnolia Old Port. And then what I would like. Oh, we need to get this fixed. Second. What I would like is to drop a comment on what you'd like to name this, and bonus points if you have a backstory. You know, keep in mind the backstory that we gave the last episode for this. So if you have a backstory for these, just drop it in the comments with the name suggestions, and even throughout the entire city. If you have a name suggestion you want me to change, I'll be happy to look into it and change it if I like it. Okay. Alright, so I went ahead and detailed a bunch more. I also wanted to utilize that cut feature with the road, so I added a retaining wall right here, just so that we can kind of use it and have like this unique feature in here. Also might kind of like infill a little bit more with homes, but I don't know yet. Maybe I'll reserve those for when we get some demand. We'll do that. And this whole episode was to kind of eat up this demand, and we haven't. So that's that. I just don't think we'll be able to. Yeah, so we're just gonna leave it right there. We've kind of been building out a while, and we filled in what we wanted to accomplish. That's gonna do it for today's episode. If you haven't done so already, be sure to like this video, and make sure you're subscribed to the channel and ring the bell notification to be the first to know when a new episode comes out. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.